So, hello everyone. Today, I'm gonna talk about a workshop on PhoneGap plus AngularJS plus Topcoat. So, after the workshop, we're gonna build this simple application called to-do application, and it's very simple. You can what it do is you can add the to-do like make an app, and you can also delete it. And I will also try to add animation. So if you add some stuff in here, like to make something, you can see the animation is coming. And also when you delete it, you can also see the animation goes out, the zooming. So without further ado, let's start it. But to make the workshop easier to do, so I would like to use Monaka service. It's an IDE on the cloud, and it also have a Monaka debugger which run on the mobile application, mobile phones. So I'm gonna stream my mobile phone screen to this. Okay. So this is my my iPhones, and if you go to the App Store, which is here, and search for Monaka, you can see the Monaka debugger and just install it. And after that, you can open it, and you need the login information. So I see this is strange text coming here, but I think it's okay. So you need an account. Just go to monaka.mobi, and if you haven't signed up yet, just sign up for free. And I already signed up, so I just log in. I think I have Yahoo one. Oh, sorry. Okay. So let's start with a template. There, I already created a template, so we can get started quickly. What you need to do is to copy this URL, http github.com/to-do. Copy it and click a new project, and you have two tabs here, project templates and import projects. So just click on the import projects tab. In the import from URL box, just paste in what you copy and then click import and wait or have a coffee. Yeah. So after that, just click the make project. Okay, and then you can click on the launch ID. Okay, so now the template has index.html. There is a CSS. I already include Topcoat CSS here, and there's a JS library. Like I already include AngularJS library and Angular animation library for you, so you don't need to download it. And the index is a simple like you have HTML head, body tag, and there is h1. If you see this, it's working. So now there's three projects we have, and we need to click on the project that we have just imported, which is the first one. Okay, so as you can see, it's working. And if I change something, that if you see this, it's me. And when I click on the save button here, you can see the debugger is will refresh the content, so it's very handy. Okay, so we have everything set up now. Let's go to Topcoat .io, and there's a demo, and click on Topcoat Mobile Lite. They have like the dark theme as well, but for now just use like and if you scroll down, you can see a navigation bar here. So as you can, because in our application we will use the navigation bar on the top, and to do so we're gonna use this one. And you can see there's a show code snippet here. Just click on it, and you can see what is the element or tags required for using this navigation. And on the right there's a CSS section that if you are eager to learn, you can check this part and learn from it. So for us, we just need to use this, so just copy everything in the div here, copy, and we don't need, if you see this, it's me, just leave it and pass this. So just click save. Yeah, and you can see this header here, so change it to do and click on save again. You can see to do. So another thing is there's a list here, so let's go to Topcoat, and when you scroll up just above the navigation there's a list, so just copy this, copy it, and put it just below the navigation bar. So I paste this, and I need to save it to see what's working. Okay, so you can see now it's working, and the first list element, I want to have a text input. So if you go to Topcoat, there is a text input just for from the bottom. So click on show code snippets, and you can see there's 3 here. One is a normal one, the second one is disable, the third one is the error statement. So we need only one, the first one. Just copy it, and then delete the category, press enter, and then paste it. So just click save. So now the category part is replaced with the text input. And now we need the add button. If you scroll up all the way up 3 from the top, there's a button here, and if you click show code snippets, you can copy the button, the first one, and below the sorry, not this, below the input tag, just paste the button and change the button to plus. So click save. Okay, now we have it. Okay, so now the down part. But so this is basically Topcoat, and let's go add some more stuff. To add some stuff, we need the AngularJS for the logic. So for AngularJS, we need to have ng app equal and you can name your application whatever you like. So in my case, I will write my let's say to do app. Okay, and in the script you need to initialize it like angular.module, the application name and your dependencies. We don't need anything for now, so just put empty bracket, and that's it. So another thing is with AngularJS we have controller. So let's say ng controller equal to do controller, and so where this controller live, for that we need to add a JavaScript file, let's say to do.js, and so we mentioned that we need a to do controller, so we need to define it, and what we have to do is to create a new function name called to do controller and just pass in the scope here. And the scope here is actually the glue between this function, and what we have to do is to create a new function name called to do controller and just pass in the scope here. And the scope here is actually the glue between this JavaScript controller and the HTML side. So whatever you put inside this scope, you can access it in the HTML side. So if I put like scope dot to do equal an array, and I will like say the first one should have a, let's say, learn AngularJS, and then I save it, and now you see that nothing because we haven't included anything yet. What I do is I will delete the second item here. So what we want to do here in the list is we want to display all the items inside the to-dos array here. So AngularJS has a directory called ngRepeat, and you just write ngRepeat equal to do in to do. So with this line, you say that for everything inside the to-dos, please iterate through it, and for every item, assign it as to-do variable. So now you can access, because here we have text key, so we want to display it to do dot text. Okay, so if I save it, there's nothing. So something wrong here. Yeah, I know what's the problem, because we created this to do.js, but we haven't included in the script tag. So we need to include this in to do.js, I think. And it's not leak. Sorry. Yeah. So now you can see learn AngularJS here. Okay. And the next thing I want to do is to implement this add button, because now when I click and click it, it does nothing now. So let's do this. And what AngularJS have is the let's create a form. Sorry, and put the input and button inside the form. And AngularJS has this ng submit, just like the regular HTML that submit equal. So and ng submit equal add to do, and and the button, I need to specify the type equal submit, and also the input here, we want to get the value from the input element, so we can have ng model. We can link the input variable to the AngularJS model. So let's say new to do, or let's say to do text. Okay, and so now you have now you can link this input with the AngularJS ng model. So if you do this to do text here, it will be bounded to the input. So if I save it, and if I type something, you can see the to do text is bounded to the input here. So whenever I type it, it get updated. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to pass this to our add to do method here. Like this, and we need to add this method to our scope. As I see, as I told, like the scope is like the glue between it. So and then because we pass this new to do text here, we need to specify, let's say, to do text. And what we do is what to do equal text to do text, and then scope dot to do's dot push. So I just add this to do to the arrays that we already have in here. So if I save it, add and click add button, you can see it's the thing is already added for you. So the ng repeat or will auto refresh when the arrays change. Okay, so the next thing is to add the delete button. So what I need to do is I want to make this a bit more bold, so let's put it in H3. So what the editor have is like this autocomplete. So if you put H3 and press tab, you can set this. And we need to have a button here, so we already have, just copy this button, and we don't need tab submit, and change this plus to cross or X, and when you save it, you can see the delete button, but it's a bit ugly, so I want to make it to the right. So I already have this app.css, we have this float right, so just add the class float right, and then when you save it, you can see the delete button gone to the right. Okay, so now the interface is already, we need to add some logic. So now when you click it, it does nothing, and let's do this. So there's ng click. So when you click this button, we want it to call the remove to do, and as you can see, we are inside ng repeat, so we don't know what which to do to be deleted. So in ng repeat they have index. So whatever the item that we click, just remove that item index. So we need to implement this remove method inside the scope. Index. So scope dot to do dot, so to delete an array, I will use splice method, and you just specify the start index and the end index. So and how not sorry, and how many items you want to delete. So we only need to delete once. I will save this. So this scope dot remove to do equal function. Okay, so I add a new one, and when I click delete, it got deleted. Yeah. So yes, this is how the basics application functionality already done, but to make it more cool, let's play with some animation. So what I want to do is copy this script AngularJS and put, if you go to JS lib, there's a AngularJS Angular animate.js. So just include Angular animate.js, and in this dependency you just specify ng animate. So how do you know that this is ng animate? The quick trick here is to go in Angular animate. You can search for module. So yeah, so it's say the name is ng animate, so we just need this ng animate in our application. And what we can do, animate in, so in ng repeat they have a move, enter, move, or leave. So whenever you add a new to do, they will have enter event, and when you delete the to do, you have a exit or leave event. So what you do is here I have already have CSS class animation for ng enter, ng leave, ng move and stuff. So in here, if enter, I will put it as I will hide it first, but when it become active, I will make it visible and then scale it to 100%. And when it's leave, I will just scale to, I mean, prepare to leave, just scale it to 100%. And when it's ready to leave, then we just scale it down. So here you see there's my repeat animations. So if you add this my repeat animation to ng repeat directive, so if you put it into class here, my repeat animation, and when you click save, you can see the animation working. So let's click add. and another one. Yeah, so when, as you can see, the animation is working. Yeah, so I think that's it. We have the basics to-do list working with some animation. It's cool. And if you somehow follow it and it doesn't work, I already have the complete source code available on GitHub. Let me take this out. So you can go to this and then see the source code and compare what you have. Yeah, and uh, as you can see, AngularJS and Topcoat is not enough. You need other stuff for mobile, like fast click. So mobile application web view, they have a double click to zoom, so it waits 300 milliseconds. So you need fast click so that it doesn't wait. And there are some of the stuff also that uh, can help make your application more successful, like page management. So if you have application, the mobile application is, the screen is very limited, so you need to transition between page and stuff like that. And that's why we think it's better to create a framework so to handle those for us, so it's easy, like we don't need to start over again and just use the framework, and it will do everything that we want. So that's why we created this framework called Onsen UI, and it's open source, it's in the GitHub, and you can see it has if you go to doc, we have like navigator and stuff. So to do this kind of transition animation is very easy to do it using this framework.